In today's video, we are installing the newly restored OEM side skirts on the JDM Evo 8. So the time has come. Here it is. Brand new, well not brand new, newly restored OEM side skirts for the Evo 8. This is the one thing that has been not bothering me because it doesn't look horrible. They kind of look like the Boltex side skirts, but again, it's not. And you guys know I want the car entirely OEM. So we got brand new, or again, restored side skirts for the JDM Evo 8. So first step, let's get right into it, is removing these old side skirts. And this is why I've been avoiding this job for the longest, is they are riveted to the body of the car. The one thing in this whole entire car that I would consider messed up, because that means that they drilled a hole to the car, which is gonna annoy me and bother me, but I'm gonna figure out options, speak to either body shop, speak to somebody. I'm sure you guys could help me in the comments if you guys know. Because I think once I drill through this rivet, obviously there's gonna be a hole exposed there. So if you guys know in the comments what I could use to cover it, let me know. Or maybe the side skirt will cover it, but I already checked and I don't think it will cover it. So anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have to drill through these rivets. There's 1, there's 2, and 3, and then there's another one right here, so 4, and I'll show you guys that later. I know it's a little bit dark, but there's 4 rivets, so I have to drill. And I also noticed some damage here. Let me see if I can bump the ISO up and see if I can show you guys. There's a little bit of damage there, not a little bit, a lot. Like this part is bent here and this is cracked, and they kind of put like a bracket there. So I'm guessing the person that owned this car before took a hole or something and this got messed up here. So we have a lot to figure out, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and start by drilling, which is gonna give me so much pain, but whatever. It's a hole that's already made, obviously, with the rivets. Let's go ahead, drill these out. Hopefully they're easy and they're not like super hard and stubborn like a lot of rivets are. But anyways, so I'm just gonna drill, enjoy the time lapse for now. Our job right now is to remove this side skirt over here, and then obviously to remove the other side skirt on this side. This side is completely new on this side, so you guys can see the difference it has to cover and everything. So this one should be easier, so I'm gonna start with this one. And we also got brand new everything for the side skirts, so all the clips are brand new from the dealer from Mitsubishi. I bought the yellow clips, and I also bought the little rivets, or not rivets, but little clips for the fender liner, and then these are for the side skirts as well. I'll put the part numbers, or here I'll show it to you guys on the video. This is this part number. The yellow clips are this part number, so just pause the video, and then the little fender clips, this is the part number. Just in case you guys need it. I'll still put it probably in the description for you guys. But let's go ahead and drill away. Just like that, we got the first side skirt out. Super weird and flimsy side skirt. Like I told you, we have a brand and everything here. M Sports? Not sure, but it's completely fiberglass. Again, it didn't look bad, but you guys know my taste. OEM is the win. Now, we had to remove these little rivets. As you can see, I have them on the floor, 1, 2, and there was like 4 of them. This is the damage to the panels. It's a very small hole that you guys can see. I still left the part of the rivet there. I'm gonna clean all of this out, and then I used the smallest drill that I could use. I'm not sure if that hole is already there, because I see that there's a couple of holes, but I think these are for the side skirt itself. Not sure if those are there. I don't think so. I'll check in the GG that's outside in a little bit, but I will have to drill this out a little bit more. Again, it's a hole in the body, which stresses me out, but I'm pretty sure I could use something to cover those little holes out. The Ford one was back here. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it. I didn't record that one because it was kind of awkward to drill out, but very simple rivets. Let's go ahead and knock the other side down, and then we need to clean these surfaces up and then prep everything for the new side skirts to be installed. Alrighty, both side skirts are completely out. This one is a little bit painful, but thank God the damage is not as bad. Remember, as I said, that this was bent. This is just part of the fender itself. So this is the fender, and I'm guessing you guys can see a little bit of the bending right here. I'm guessing somebody took a hole or something and it bent this, but at least this part right here, which was the part that was worrying me, is straight. They used like a little metal bracket to be able to put this side skirt on, like on this side, but it's just like a little bending here on the fender itself. Like if I wanted to and I was like crazy OCD, which I am probably gonna do maybe later, I could change this whole fender and this whole thing is a piece, so then it will be straight and it will just bolt on to these 2 bolts right here, which I gotta bolt on this little bolt right here. But at least that part of the fender is completely straight and everything is good. So now all we have to figure out is, first we're gonna clean all of this off, but I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with these rivets, because those holes are gonna probably stay there. I'll figure it out later on, but at least we are good to go to install the brand new side skirts, because everything is good. So everything came out. They weren't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I've been so scared to drill these rivets out for the longest, and honestly, it was, not gonna say anything now, but it was a piece of cake. But I did say it, so hopefully nothing bad happens. So anyways, let's go ahead and install the brand new side skirts. So before I go ahead and install the side skirts on the car, I wanted to explain to you guys real quick how to install, disassemble your side skirts if you wanted to reinstall them. It's pretty simple. So this side skirts, the OEM one, have 2 pieces. One is going to be a plastic piece that gets attached to the body of the car in particular, even though they both get attached to the body. But this piece right here will get attached to the car with these clips and screws. The way you would attach it is this piece will be laying right here, as you could see. And as you can see, this clip right here will snap in this way, and it will snap this little plastic piece, which has 5 on each side. So there are 10 of these in total. Once you have this piece snapped in here on the body itself, you would essentially use 10 screws for the side skirts. So there are 10 holes on the bottom of the OEM side skirts, and you will attach it to each screw hole that is on the plastic itself. And then you do have the one that's here for the fender on this side. But so pretty simple. Attach the plastic first via these little white clips with the screws, which this is the part number. There are 10 in total. And then you would attach the side skirt with the 10 screws on the bottom, and you also have these little clip-ons that are on the side of the car that are these little clips right here, which this is the part number itself. So again, pretty simple. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll try to answer all of your questions, but this should be a pretty simple process. We have finally completed and fully restored the JDM Evo 8 to an OEM brand new look. Here it is, a completely bone stock JDM Evo 8, which was phase number 1 of this build, was to fix up all the exterior bits and pieces that were messed up, like the wing, the vortex generator, side skirts, all the trim pieces, like every single trim piece, trim molding was restored or put brand new. Wiper cowl, the front of the hood, JDM headlights, well in this case the black housing JDM headlights. Everything on the car, exterior wise and even interior. Those of you guys that watch the interior videos, the interior itself got pretty beefed up, cleaned up, took out all the seats, cleaned everything up. Of course, got the brand new rugs, the carbon fiber rallyar shift knob, and we also fixed the AC vents. So slowly but surely, this car is a fully stock JDM Evo 8, which is crazy to believe that in 5 to 6 months we've completed all of this. And it might seem like little bits and pieces, but a lot of stuff was painted, so I had to wait to get painted. I had to wait for a lot of OEM parts to come in that were out of stock, but we have it here. So this is phase 1 of the build. This is what I wanted for the car. I wanted to start with a blank slate, a white piece of paper. So I brought the car, I wanted to start with a blank slate, a white piece of paper. So I brought the car back to its OEM look, which is crazy to think that I have a car that basically looks like it just came out of the dealer. Obviously not perfect at all whatsoever. Trust me, I know what perfect looks like, and I know that the engine bay needs work. The interior still needs a little bit of more work for it to be like out of the dealer type stuff. The paint could use a polish correction and all of that. There's a lot of things that, you know, still need to go over, but again, white piece of paper. And now we can officially start the ultimate Evo build because we're there. I'm gonna enjoy this for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and then that's it. It's time to take a lot of stuff apart and build the ultimate Evo. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Now I'm super excited for what's to come. We're gonna start tackling suspension, brakes, which have been killing me every single picture and video. I see those pink Brembos and I just want to restore them already. So all of that is going to come soon. Super excited for what's to come next. I'm gonna enjoy the car being OEM, nice and clean for a little bit, and we will get right to it. So anyways, like always, keep grinding. I'll see you guys in the next one.